the end of the day for me, and time for the workday recap. Today I had a early call at Hampton Inn that I was about a week and a half early for last week. Got to do that today, and went there, started looking at the equipment that I had to hook up, and for some odd reason, the main location that the circuits come in on was on the second floor, all the way on the back side of the building. The NMD, the network management device that I was supposed to be hooking up to the new circuit, was on the first floor by the check-in, check-out counter. It was like 275 feet between the two locations. Well, I got to hook up my laptop to the new circuit, new router, and test the speed of it. And they're supposed to have 10 meg down, 10 meg up for speed, which is a huge upgrade from what they have now. Right now they're running like 0.5 up and down. Super slow. So, while testing it, I was only getting maybe 1 up and down, 1 meg. Not good. So I called up AT&T, and they were going to get in contact with the provider and have that troubleshot. Finally, AT&T gets back with me and says, we can't call them back for about an hour. They're going to work on it for about an hour and request that we call back in an hour. So I'm like, alright, while they're doing that, I'll look for the link between that second floor telco room and the NMD on the first floor. I didn't find one, which means I would have to run a cable. And nowhere in the work order did it state, you may have to run a cable, because if it did that, I would have brought cabling stuff. But there was a huge argument between me and the company we were doing this for. Basically them saying, why didn't you come prepared? And I pointed out, if it was on the work order, I would have. But try to get that through their heads, is try to get them to accept blame for it, is like pointless. But anyways, basically I got released from the site because the way they handle long runs like that, where it's multiple floors, is the actual hotel has to outsource and get whoever they get for their internal wiring to come out and wire that up. Well, we're going to try to do it for them anyways. I gave the information to my boss and did a little site survey while I was there. It shouldn't be too bad running that cable. But anyways, after that I got back to the shop and gave the boss that information and found out, or I was able to help Gaines out the rest of the day. So I met him at St. Vincent's Hospital. We looked at one of the printers there, did a few other things, and then had some lunch. We ate at Wendy's, which was pretty good. I don't eat at Wendy's that often, but normally when I do, it's with Gaines, so what else? Got back to the shop and we were discussing the calls I have for tomorrow. There was a huge argument today about doing the SARCOM call, that return visit to the medical facility from last week, the one where we couldn't finish it because they were having all these meetings in the meeting room. I get to go back on that tomorrow, and once again the boss went and scheduled other calls for tomorrow, forgetting that I had already scheduled out and got approved from him even, or his daughter, the dispatcher, got approval to do this tomorrow. The electrician's going to be there at 7. He should be done by 9. So I'm going to get there around 9 and hopefully get that call done. But the boss needs to stop doing that. I mean, communicate. It's not that hard. Anyways, I think the boss is going to end up taking one of the calls for me tomorrow. One of the ones that he took, not knowing or knowing that I had this medical facility call hanging that monitor. But, you know what? It's about 4:30. 76 degrees out. It was a beautiful day today. Kind of cloudy, but still a beautiful day for January. Tomorrow's supposed to be even nicer, I think. I'm just headed home now. Can't wait to get home. I don't know if you can see it right now, but that just looks pretty cool. The sun behind there, the glow around it. So, I have not smoked since yesterday morning. I'm feeling pretty good. Haven't really had a hard craving today, thankfully. But let's see if I can go longer. I know I'm probably going to end up smoking again, but maybe if I can go a couple of days here and there and like slowly make those days in between smoking longer, maybe that'll work. But we'll see. Right now I'm doing good though. I forgot to tell you about an experience yesterday. Yesterday when I went to Wal-Mart to do some grocery shopping, I got my grocery shopping. I got like eggs and milk and meat, cheese, bread. What else? Eggs. Did I say that? Can't remember. Anyways, it was a very small list. And I got all the way up to, if you're familiar with Wal-Mart, they've got the grocery store usually on one side, and dairy department is normally all the way in the back of the store by like opposite end of the registers. But I got up to checkout yesterday. I went to one of the express lanes, and this young girl there was checking me out, scanning the items, and she got to the eggs and was looking for a barcode on it. Little did I know, I grabbed one that didn't have a barcode on it, and I didn't really pay attention to the price either. I hardly ever pay attention to the price because it's something I need. I'll pay whatever to get it, you know? Anyways, it didn't have a barcode, and I was sitting there. She had already bagged up some of my stuff, and I was putting bags in the carts, and she said something to me that it floored me. She actually asked me, excuse me, she actually asked me if I would walk back to the dairy department, the egg section, and grab a carton of eggs I kind of did a double take, like, are you serious? Do you not know anything about customer service? It's not my fault the eggs didn't have a barcode on it. Well, I was real cool about it. I just basically turned and asked her, can't you call back there and ask for the price? Or ask somebody up here what the price is? I'm sure somebody knows. Anyways, I posted that on Facebook. I don't know if you all saw, but that little story. And come to find out that several friends on Facebook have been to various Wal-Marts here in the city, and a couple of them have been to the same one that I go to and have received the same crappy service. So I think Walmart has gotten very big for its britches, if you will. I think they need to go back to training people how to perform customer service. Because this isn't the first time I've received service like that. I used to be a dairy manager at a grocery store, and that would have never crossed my mind to say to a customer. I would have gone out of my way to help the customer. But, whatever. She was able to get her supervisor to radio back to dairy department and get the price. But I don't know. Sorry about that long drawn out story. It kind of bothered me yesterday, and just made me think how I used to be as a retail worker. And enough about that. Had a good walk tonight. Did the same route, only this time, instead of stopping like I normally do at some of the ponds to look at the wildlife and all that, I didn't stop and walked at a quick pace and ended up being able to complete that 2.5 miles in 38 minutes and 43 seconds. That's pretty good. Pretty fast for me, I think. I'm having a lot of fun doing these walks. And it's making me feel great. That coupled with, like I said earlier, I haven't smoked since early yesterday morning. Hopefully I can keep this up. Like to get in better health. Still can't see myself jogging though. I hate to run, but I will walk. Maybe even fix up my bike. I don't know. We'll see. I was sitting here editing my vlog from yesterday, and it turned out to be kind of short. I think a little over 4 minutes, but oh well. While I was editing, or while I was rendering, I was watching a video, and Mike from Hey That's Mike mentioned for us to go ahead and, in the comments on his video from today, to go ahead and post some good classic movies that are must-see type movies, or whatever you think. Mike, you got me going on all the movies that I have. I feel that most of my movies are must-see type movies. And I've got pretty good taste, well-rounded taste. And I ended up leaving 3 different comments, full comments, full of movies that y'all should watch. So, if you do get a chance, check out his must-see movie video. And if you want to kind of my list of must-see movies from what I have, that's not, that's just from what I have. I have tons of movies in my memory that are, to me, must-see movies. But if you want to go check out my list, check out the comments on his must-see movie video. But thanks a lot, Mike, for challenging me, making me think of movies that y'all might like, that seem to be must-see movies. Hope you enjoy some of them. Hope you take some of them as good suggestions. But yeah, hope you enjoy them.